Hello and welcome. This is Wendy with loveandstampin.com. I'm glad you're here. This is your Color Splash number 21 video. We're going to use Snowflake Wishes Bundle. And the colors I'm using are Night of Navy, Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, and Silver. So I had a hard time using a silver color on the little like diagram thing I make. I don't know what to call that. Collage, I guess. And it has all the colors listed on it. Had a hard time doing that. But it kind of looks gray on that. But yeah, silver was the idea. So silver, Night of Navy, Bermuda Bay, and Coastal Cabana. So we're going to start with ink blending. And I just took this piece of 8.5 by 5.5 Whisper White cardstock and started ink blending on it. And I've sped it up because it took a long time because of how much area I covered. To be honest, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't know what size of the card I wanted. I didn't know totally where I was going with this. So I just sat down and started creating. And so I decided I would make something nice and big in case I wanted to do a slimline or whatever. Whatever I came up with, I would have the space to create. So in the beginning here, when I started blending the Coastal Cabana into the Bermuda Bay, I was a little disappointed because I thought, oh man, these are too close to the same color. And it's going to be really hard to tell the difference. But then as I kept going, you definitely see the difference, and you can see that there's more of a green tone to that Coastal Cabana. And I think the blending ended up really beautiful in the end, especially after I add the next elements, which you will see. But I really had to work at this blending. And always, blending looks better in person than it does on camera. I don't know what it is about video that kind of really focuses on all of the unevenness of your ink blending, but it does, and I don't know why. So what I did is I started with my Night of Navy ink, and I started stamping my snowflakes, and then I moved to Bermuda Bay and started stamping those, and then I moved to Coastal Cabana and started stamping those. So as you move through each ink blend, I'm also moving through each color. So a little chat. Shall we have a chat about YouTube? This isn't a very long video, but most of it's pretty basic and simple, so there's not a lot for me to go over with the card. I do some splattering of water, splattering of shimmer mist, and then there are some, I end up cutting this whole thing to 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then the card is 5 by 5. Okay, so YouTube. Here's the deal. In recent days, I guess weeks, I have noticed my YouTube views have plummeted. And you're thinking, we don't care. Why would we care about that? Okay, here's the thing. It's not a significant issue, except that I have found out through research that YouTube has quit sharing when I have a new video. So it's not just me, it's happening to a lot of creators. A lot of people are really unhappy with YouTube at the moment. And so I'm telling you that because if you want to see my videos, you're going to have to probably seek them out by searching for them, or you need to make sure you turn the notification bell on. I'm not one to say like and subscribe and click the bell and turn the notification on. I've just never really done that. But I need to start doing that because there's a lot of people that I've received messages from saying, why aren't you doing YouTube videos anymore? And I am. It's just not popping up in their feed. So yeah, I don't really know how to fix that. It's really frustrating for me because it's a lot of work to put together a video. And believe it or not, I'm sure it doesn't seem like it on the other end when you're watching it. but there's a lot of time involved in creating the projects, coming up with the ideas, editing the videos, voiceovering the videos, all the pieces, making a little thumbnail. And I love doing it. I love sharing what I love, and I love teaching, and I love story time and connecting with all of you. But I also am super disappointed that I'm doing all this stuff, and instead of watching my YouTube channel grow, I'm watching it decline. And at first I thought it was me. I thought there was something I was doing that was maybe upsetting people or they didn't like. But then I found that as I talked to other friends of mine who are YouTubers, and I started going and looking at some of my friends' accounts who always had higher views than me, they're experiencing some of the same stuff. So it's not a huge deal, except that if there are people who are wanting to see my videos or are interested in seeing my videos, they're not getting to, because YouTube is basically, you have to like search in order to find me. Okay, so that's my beef with YouTube. And then I am thankful for it because, you know, it's a free avenue to share what we love and free for you to watch and all of that. So that's cool. But that doesn't mean it doesn't come without its problems at times. So I super struggled with this card and how I was going to decorate it. So you're going to see some of that here. I didn't want to put so much stuff on the card that it covered up the ink blending and the stamped snowflakes. So then I was like, well, what do I do? And ultimately I ended up die cutting some stitched rectangles to do a sentiment on. And then adding a few silver stars. And so that's what I ended up, or snowflakes, excuse me. So that's what I ended up doing. Okay, back to the story time stuff. What else is going on? Not a lot. We ended up not doing much for Halloween. I'll probably cover that in another video because I don't think I have time. We ended up having our friends over and just hanging out at home. I don't get trick-or-treaters where I live because I'm so rural. I've never had trick-or-treaters, COVID or no COVID. And then my daughter, originally we were going to go to this little event at the fairgrounds that they were having, like a drive-in movie thing. And we were supposed to go there, but then my daughter came to me and asked if she could go stay the night at a friend's house. I guess we do have time to cover Halloween. We're doing it now, people. And so she went and stayed the night at a friend's house, and then we're meeting up this morning because I'm recording this on November 1st. I'm a little past due for my Color Splash Friday. But we're going to meet at church. So that discussion is going to happen at another time because, yeah. Okay, so anyway, we had friends over and we sat and chatted and ate, and I made jambalaya. I have the best jambalaya recipe on the planet. It's so easy, but it is really good. It's a little tedious to make because there's a lot of chopping involved, but I got it years ago from a coworker and I have made it ever since. It's kind of like one of my little specialties now. And so we're going to go to church, and then I don't know what we're doing the rest of the day. My husband has worked all weekend, so that's kind of been a bummer, but also good because some of you know I have shared we are looking to do a remodel on our house, and the inside of our house, particularly our bathroom and stuff, desperately needs a remodel. I'm fearing that there probably are some major problems they're going to find once they tear everything out, like maybe some dry rot and different things like that. So while the remodel is like not super necessary, it will eventually be necessary because I know there are issues that need to be dealt with. So we're trying to save cash to pay all cash for the remodel. So those of you that follow me and know me know that I am not a debt person. I'm an all cash spender. I follow the Budget Mom on Instagram, if you don't know who she is. And then I also teach and talk about budgeting and stuff for demonstrators. I have a Facebook group that's $9.95 a month that I do training in every week. And it's not just about budgeting. There's other stuff too. So anyway, if you're a demonstrator and you're interested in that, there is a link below the video if you want to sign up for it. And so yeah, that's what I have going on today and in life, and this card is pretty much finished. I'm going to add some embellishments. Originally I was going to add rhinestones, but I feel like, do you guys ever feel like you overdo a particular embellishment? Like, I feel like I use rhinestones all the time for everything, either red rhinestones or regular rhinestones. And so I forced myself to mix it up, and I used those metallic brads that are like adhesive backed, and they are so cute, and they went perfect with this card since I'm focusing on silver as my fourth color in my color combination. I am finding it increasingly difficult to use 4 colors. Using 3 colors seems to be a lot easier. So I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But it does seem to be easier. So I thought, well, maybe I'll start doing some 3 color combos, and maybe that'll be easier for you guys too. You'll have to comment below and let me know if a 3 color combo seems easier than a 4 color combo. And I would love to know if you ever use my color splashes for inspiration. One thing that I'm going to add to the end of this video that I have not done before is the photo of the color splash collage, so that you can kind of see the colors and the finished collage and how it looks. I really struggled getting this video finished and put together for you guys. Sometimes my mojo just is lacking in, not always even in creativity, but like creating videos and stuff like that. It just happens. You know, it happens with any job. No matter how much you love it, there's times where you just struggle a little bit. So I think I'm over the hump and I'm feeling better. So we're gonna get busy doing that. All right. Here are a couple other videos you can watch from me. You can shop and purchase any of these products at shoploveandstampin.com. Links are below the video. And I will catch you in the next video coming out later this week. I hope you have an amazing day and happy November.